Welcome to the Avyx Podcast. My name is Sherif Khairy, and joining me is the Jewish wonder, Brian Rosen.
I like that. Jewish wonder. I've heard Hebrew hammer too. That's a good one.
Whoa, you definitely just made that up for yourself.
Sure, yeah. Let's go with that.
Ian Tellingas is not with us today. Today he got fired and lost his job at Avyx.
Really? Yeah, we had a good run. What was it, like 3 years? I'm proud of him.
Yeah, he's just busy this week, so we couldn't get him on. But yeah, like I said, the reason why there's a lack in episodes is because of Ian. So just remember that. That's why he's not on today. That's why Brian and I are on. Today's topic.
Actually get the site.
Today's topic's very special to me and Brian because we're a bunch of global virgins and never got laid. It's our international global virgins. Shit. Today's topic is our top 5 favorite shows on Nickelodeon. This includes the live action shows and the cartoon shows. So it's been a big, hard day for me.
Made it so much harder.
Now, the way we're going to format this is the same way we did the Marvel episode. Brian lists his number 5. I go with my number 5. And you guys fucking get it. You're smart.
That's what we're saying. Okay.
Before we hop into the list, Brian, I saw that you got shit on the Marvel episode for putting Thor, the first Thor, on your list, and you rightfully deserve that. I'm glad that people are on my side.
I thoroughly expected it. I'm not gonna lie. I love it, but no one else does.
Yeah, because it's a terrible movie. Understandable.
Whoa. It's not okay.
Brian, you're not getting out of
The
this.
Incredible Hulk is a terrible movie. Thor is not.
I'm drinking out
It
of...
introduces Loki and Jane Foster and Thor. Like, come on.
Whatever helps you sleep better at night, Brian.
I didn't get any hate on the Captain Marvel choice, though, which you were kind of hating on in the middle of that.
Oh, word? Did you put Captain Marvel on your list?
Yeah, I think Captain Marvel was like 3 or 4.
It was a good movie, but I never really held it to a high praise, but... Alright.
When I told my roommate about it, he was like hating on Captain Marvel too. Not like saying it's a good movie, but it doesn't deserve to be that high. He just straight up said it's a bad movie, which like completely shook me. It's a good movie. Like no one can say it's a bad movie.
Who said it was a bad movie, John or Brendan?
John.
John, you hoe.
Oh yeah.
Of course, John would say that.
Just trying to be a hipster. Just learning from Ben.
We do have a sponsor for today's episode. For the first time ever, Avyx does have a sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Nextvid. Go watch all the videos on youtube.com/Nextvid because we are losing views and subscribers. Thank you.
That was a good move.
All right, let's hop into this episode. Brian, you start us off. What is your number 5?
I'm starting off again. All right. So.
Hell yeah, I'm the main character.
Can we do some like honorable mentions at the end? Because I feel like this one deserves a couple.
I agree.
I feel bad I put them out. Alright, so number 5 was a very difficult decision. And I thought so hard about this one, but I ended up going with The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius.
Oh, shit.
To give its full title. It's just... It made the movies, like, they were so good, and the show was crazy, like a boy who's a genius. It's nuts. Who would have thought of that?
Wasn't Jimmy Neutron a movie first and then a show?
I think so, yeah. They made the movie. It's like Lilo and Stitch. Like, the movie was so good, they made a show out of it, and the show was better.
Who was your favorite character?
Ooh. I'm going to say either Jimmy or Sheen.
I was going to say Sheen. I love Sheen.
Sheen's up there, but Jimmy was, like, sick, because he was just, like, super smart and just knew how to do everything, but was also stupid. He's very similar to me in that way.
He is very similar to you. I liked Sheen. Carl was pretty funny, but do you remember that spin-off show Nickelodeon tried to do based on Sheen? That was terrible.
Yeah.
Planet Sheen.
Planet Sheen.
Fuck that show. Oh god,
yeah.
damn.
They took like a robot or like an alien blob and then put it in the shape of Carl.
Yeah.
It's like the friend character, which is so. Just make another character. You don't have to make another Carl.
Or just have Carl in it. What the hell was the point of having an identical character look and sound like Carl and not make it
easy
Carl?
Would have been to just have Carl get into the spaceship with Sheen. And wait a minute. Like, I don't remember actually watching that show, but I feel like the premise was that Sheen, like, got into a rocket and then flew to a planet. Like, did Jimmy not look for him? Like, was he like, oh, my friend's been missing for, like, a year. I should probably, like, search through space and find him.
I'll be honest, I don't remember shit about that show.
Nah, me neither.
I just remember it, like, premiered when they did Fanboy and Chum Chum, and that was also a really shitty show. So I just gave up on Nickelodeon after that.
Fanboy and Chum Chum had a pretty catchy theme song, though.
They did.
There were some bad Nickelodeon shows that had really good theme songs.
Yeah.
Like that Amy Poehler one she tried to do.
Oh, yeah. Holy
the Bumblebee,
shit.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, Mighty B.
Mighty B, yeah.
I liked Mighty B. I don't think it was bad.
Nah, it wasn't, like, bad, but it wasn't great either.
My number 5, Brian, is motherfucking Rugrats.
Oh, I thought you were putting that at 3.
Nah. See, my relationship with me and Rugrats go way back. I love the movies, I love the show, and I love the spin-off All Grown Up.
Yeah.
Now,
All Grown Up was pretty good. I remember that.
And I remember when I was going through my middle school phase, when I thought I was super cool, but really I was just a fat nerd, I used to make fun of people that would watch Rugrats because I watched All Grown Up. Not thinking they were the same goddamn fucking... It was made by the same goddamn creator, so I don't know who I was roasting at the end of the day. But...
It was the same characters, too.
Yeah, no, I know. But I thought it was just more mature, so I was like, yeah, if you watch Rugrats, you're a fucking loser. But if you watch All Grown Up, you alright. You alright.
You're a nice, mature kid.
I love
now
Rugrats.
that I'm thinking back on it, I don't remember ever seeing like a flashback of Rugrats in All Grown Up. Like, it would have been hard to tell that they were actually just like the All Grown Up versions of the Rugrats.
I'm pretty sure they did do a couple flashbacks, but honestly, I haven't watched that show in so long, I can't really remember.
Yeah, it's been like years.
But yeah, the movies were great. I love Angelica. She's my hoe. Yeah, overall, 10 out of 10 show. I fucks with it. I heard that they... Actually, no, that's a flat out lie. I don't know if they plan on remaking it. I just watched like a couple of YouTube videos about how they planned on rebooting it, but we'll fucking see. I hope they don't do that, because every time shows try to reboot shows, that didn't make no sense. Every time a network tries to reboot a show, it's shit.
Hey, okay, there you go. Yeah, they never really have good luck with that. I think NBC's had some good luck lately. I don't freaking know the names of the shows, though.
Really?
But yeah, I watched, like, I remember the Rugrats movie where they got lost in, like, the Reptar Mobile, and that was such a good movie. That was, like, one of the first movies I've ever seen.
Yeah. Too bad.
Number 4.
Yeah, go on. Number 4.
Okay. Probably, I'd say top 3 theme song of all time. Plus the story ends. I like shows where the story like takes 3 seasons to tell. It's like maybe it's not like a pure story, or maybe it's just like a sitcom kind of thing that like events transpire one after the other. Mm-hmm. But Danny Phantom.
Oh my god! Lasted
like 3 years, and the theme song was incredible, and the stories were so good, and like the ending was fantastic, and I loved that show. I just watched it a couple like years ago or something like that, and I was like, wow. I remember why I love the show so much.
Oh, shit. I'm so mad at myself. I really forgot about Danny Phantom.
Damn. You could change your list. You still got time.
Nah. It's okay. It's a solid show, though. Holy shit.
Dude, I loved it.
I, used to watch this guy on YouTube who animated the Fairly Odd Parents and also did Danny Phantom. And I remember watching it and I was like, wow, Danny really looks like Timmy. Turns out it's the same fucking artist, so I was right.
Wow, I just noticed that right now. That's crazy.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they look super similar.
Oh, yeah, their hair and their face. But oh my god, that's such a good show. That's like one of the best OG superhero shows ever. Danny Phantom.
And you remember Infinity War and Endgame, the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah.
Remember we were watching the movie and I was talking yo, they straight up stole this out of Danny Phantom.
Really?
They did. The Danny Phantom, one of the episodes is in the Imagination Gauntlet or something like that. I forget what it was called. But it was 3 gems inside of a glove made of metal. And then an evil ghost was using them and Danny had to steal them and then use them to fix the world. Straight up took it out of Infinity War, or Infinity War took it out of Danny Phantom. I don't know, but I'm sticking with Infinity War took it out of Danny Phantom.
Not to sound like a complete fucking asshole and a nerd at the same time, but I'm gonna sound like it. Technically, Marvel did it first because it was in the comics first, so fuck you, Brian.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm sticking with it, though.
My number 4 goes to the one and only SpongeBob motherfucking SquarePants.
Nice.
Now listen out. I know everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Sherif, you're a basic bitch." Of course, you put fucking SpongeBob because you sound like Patrick. Now let me defend myself here. 1, SpongeBob seasons 1 through 4, just like Avyx 1 through 4, pretty damn solid. Pretty damn fucking solid.
You can say that, I guess.
I don't fuck with the new shit. The new shit's kind of trash. Honestly, most of it is kind of trash now. But the older seasons of SpongeBob, that's where it's at. And at the time of this recording, they just remade SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom on Nintendo Switch. And I'm going to download that shit and play it today. So I'm fucking hyped, boys.
Oh my god, I had no idea, but I'm so hyped.
Yeah. So yeah, SpongeBob, I think they have the best characters. Because I love Patrick. That goes without saying. He actually is my favorite.
The new guy who plays Patrick leaves, you're going in and you're taking over.
Fuck yeah, I am. I love Patrick. Squidward is fucking sick. SpongeBob just... Apparently Nickelodeon confirmed that he's a part of LGBTQ+. I think I got that right. So congratulations, SpongeBob, on coming out of the closet. I appreciate that. And
it was pretty obvious, though.
Yeah, and they have some pretty classic episodes. Come on, people. They got some pretty goddamn classics. So yeah, SpongeBob coming in at my number 4. So put some respect on his goddamn name.
Yeah, during Gay Pride Month this year, Nickelodeon announced 3 of their characters were actually gay. It was
Cora,
SpongeBob, Cora. I feel like there was another one.
Yeah, I forgot the other one, but congrats on my homies for coming out. God bless.
Hell yeah, SpongeBob. There was I saw a scene on Twitter, someone tweeted a video of a SpongeBob episode, and then SpongeBob said, "Bye Squidward, bye Mr. Krabs, bye Squidward."
Yeah.
And Patrick's like, "Why'd you say bye to Squidward twice?" And he's like, "I like Squidward." It was oh wow, that probably should have been super obvious 7 years ago.
I know, damn. Alright, Brian, what is your number 3?
My number 3 probably shouldn't come as a shock because you just said it about 2 minutes ago.
Shit.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Nice.
It's so good. I was looking at a list of current shows versus former shows, and there's only 6 cartoons playing or 5 cartoons playing on Nickelodeon right now, and the first one that shows up is SpongeBob. It's been going since 1999. I didn't even notice that the Fairly Odd Parents was canceled or ended 3 years ago.
Oh really?
I thought it was still going on. Yeah. So SpongeBob, obviously, for every reason you said, the characters are incredible. The movie, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I agree. It's a damn shame that the new movies they made are just not as good.
Yeah,
not even close. What's your favorite episode?
Ooh, could be Krusty Towers. I kind of like the middle season ones, the ones from 7-8 years ago.
Oh, okay. I think mine might be when they were delivering, when they made pizza. The whole Krusty Krab pizza thing. Yeah, that and that time he got fake muscles to compete with Larry the Lobster.
So you like the early ones?
Yeah. I fucks with that.
I kind of like the spatula one.
Oh yeah.
Dunces and Dragons was really good too. That was the middle of the season one.
Oh my god. So many goddamn classics. Good job, SpongeBob.
Right? It never went wrong. Nickelodeon hit gold in SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Who would have thought a sea sponge made Nickelodeon trillions of dollars?
That's pretty much their Mickey Mouse, I think. I don't think they have a more iconic character than him.
That's definitely it, yeah.
My number 3, Brian, is motherfucking Victorious, our first live action show on the list. See, I was debating, and I'll bring it up during my honorable mentions, but I think Victorious is probably one of my favorite live action shows from Nickelodeon. I like the characters. I just wish one thing, that it would have gone on for a longer period of time. Because it has like 3 seasons, right?
3 or 4, yeah.
That sucks. They really should have kept it going.
Well, all of those shows really went on for 3 or 4 years. Like, they just go for when the characters are freshmen to seniors or something like that, and you kind of have to end it after that.
Yeah, I guess, but I just feel like Victorious didn't have enough time to shine out of all the other shows. See what I did there, yo?
Yeah, I see what you did.
This is why they pay me the big bucks.
We get paid?
No.
Do you get paid?
I mean, I make 2 cents out of like the videos we put out, but that's about it.
I gotta renegotiate my contract.
Ah, shit. Oh, shit.
So, yeah, Victorious is pretty good.
My favorite characters are probably Jade, Kat, and Andre. My top 3.
I don't even know who my top 3 favorite Victorious characters are. Probably Andre. He's up there. He's sick. Kat. And I like Tori. I kind of stick with the main characters a lot of the time.
Okay. I think also Sinjin's a pretty damn good character. He's weird as fuck, but he's hilarious. I like Sinjin.
Yeah, you need people to just come in and just be stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
It's very important. Every have those one-liners that just make people crack up.
Every good show needs that stupid person. That's why Brian is on Avyx. We need him.
Hell yeah.
I'm saying this as if Brian doesn't have a better degree than me, but that's okay. Let's just ignore that part.
Yeah, we don't need to know that.
Number 2, Brian. Hit us.
Number 2. All right, so you called Victorious at number 3. I'm saying iCarly's number 2. iCarly. Where do I even start? I think Carly is the best like live action Nickelodeon character that Dan Snyder's ever concocted.
I agree with that.
Like, she's smart, but she's like super tough, and she's got these 2 friends who like balance her out. Like one side, like Sam is like super violent, and Freddy's like smart and like apathetic, and he like backs people up when Sam tries to murder them with ham and butter. Oh man, and it's so funny. Like if you go back and watch episodes of iCarly, like try getting through one without laughing. Like Victorious is kind of the same, but I think iCarly's just a little bit funnier.
Who do you think would win in a fight, Sam or Jade?
Oh, Sam.
Me too. I also
unless Jade is allowed to bring scissors, which it's tough.
Really? I
think we're doing bare knuckle boxing.
Bare knuckle boxing, 100% Sam. But I think even if Jade were to bring her scissors, Sam's butter sock would probably still knock her out.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I agree. iCarly's solid. My favorite character from iCarly is Gibby. I love Gibby.
Yeah, he's like the Sinjin, but he's there a little bit more. Like I think he became like a regular in like the 4th season.
Yeah. At first he was just more of like small appearances, but yeah, I love Gibby.
Oh, actually, you know what my favorite character is Spencer.
Oh, Spencer's a great character too. Damn.
Every joke he makes is like he's loud all the time, and it's funny every time.
Remember the iCarly movie?
There are a lot of iCarly, but there are like specials and stuff, like the Japan one.
Yeah, the Japan one's my favorite. I like that.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
That was good.
My number 2. Oh, sorry. Do you want to continue or no?
No, I couldn't think of the name.
I bet, so shut the fuck up. My number 2. Now, I could say shit about this show, but knowing Brian, he's probably going to have it in his number 1 spot, so I'll let Brian say, because Brian loves the show way more than I do. But my number 2 is Avatar: The Last Airbender on motherfucking Nickelodeon. We'll hop on back to it, but I'm sure Brian will have some shit to say about Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I'll hold off on that. I'm gonna just tell him my number one since we already discussed it. My number one is iCarly.
Respect.
I fucks with iCarly. The characters are sick, and I think out of all the live action Nickelodeon shows, iCarly is the best. Just because I remember watching it since day one, since it premiered, and fucking the character development in that show is solid. Also, I rewatched it like a month or so, and it's held up since season 1. Like, you know how some shows, Zoe 101, like the first 2 seasons are trash? iCarly isn't like that. The first 2 seasons of iCarly are pretty damn good compared to the last 2 seasons, so yeah.
It's tough to find a show like that, like especially if it goes for more than like a couple of seasons. Like Zoe 101 wasn't that great in the beginning. The Office and Parks and Rec, like all those were bad in the beginning.
But then as it went along, iCarly stayed perfect all throughout. So good shit, Dan Schneider. Even though I don't think there's any good news about you lately, but you made some good shows.
I've been hearing some very back and forth. I heard that was like a rumor, like all that stuff about him like being a fuck out just because there were a bunch of weird scenes where Sam takes off her shoes a lot, and he like it kind of makes sense. Like feet are funny, boobs are funny. Like if you're a teenager, you laugh at feet and boobs.
Boobs are funny.
They are, exactly.
All right, Brian. As if we didn't fucking know this. What's your number one Nickelodeon?
All right. So I'm a little offended that it was not placed in your number 1 spot, but I guess 2 is a decent spot for it. Not really, though. You're kind of a dick. Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's not only is it the best Nickelodeon show of all time, it's the best show of all time, including any show NBC, Fox, Netflix, Hulu has ever made. Like now to the end of time, will forever be the best show of all time.
I got a bone to pick with you.
Character development is out of this world. The characters are amazing. The story is insane. It's about kids fighting in a war and winning, and it's believable, and it's insane.
I do give it props. Avatar was obviously aimed for kids, but they touch on some pretty hardcore subjects, all while staying lighthearted at the same time. Avatar's a solid, damn good show. My favorite character is motherfucking Zuko because he's handsome as hell. And I think he has by far the best character development. Because in the beginning, Zuko's a dick, but spoilers, he gets good, guys. He gets good.
Damn, you spoiled it hard. They all have crazy good character development, but Zuko's was just nuts.
Honestly, even Sokka
was like quietly good.
Yeah. Sokka had a good character development too. I remember I didn't like him at first, but he grown.
That was one of the craziest things. Like he started out as like a sexist, like teenage boy who didn't know about the world and was like, oh, guys are better than girls and we should be doing this thing, they should be doing the other thing. And then like he explores the world and like listens to his sister talk about these things and realizes, wow, like this is how the world should work, and I'm growing up and it's amazing.
Yeah, Sokka's grown on me. He's like most of the old people I hate at first, and then the old people are like, oh wow, no, women can do these things. I'm like, good job people. But Toph is another really good character. Katara gets hella strong. Oh, Brian, I actually want your opinion on this. Who would win in a fight, Toph or Katara?
Ooh.
I'm saying Katara.
Kind of depends on where the fight is being held. Like,
beach.
if it's in a place with a lot of water and, like, not too much, like, earth and stuff going on, they're pretty evenly matched.
Really?
I'd say if it's in any sort of, like, rocky area that has water, like it's an even split of rock and water, Toph wins.
Toph wins, damn. I think Katara takes it. The only reason I give it to Katara is because she has bloodbending, and
nah, she would never use it.
She wouldn't use it? Oh shit, you right, damn.
So yeah, like the most powerful benders in that world, I'd say, like are Aang is number 1, Iroh's number 2, Toph is number 3, and then Zuko and Katara. And Ozai and Azula, but who cares?
Toph does have metal
Toph is out of this world.
Yeah, she does have metal bending. Oh, what's her name? Azula. Oh my god, she was such a good villain.
Oh my god, yes. See, like, she's like the original Daenerys Targaryen. Like, she started out, like she thought she was a good person. She wanted to just, like, help her dad, and then she slowly went crazy over 2 seasons. Oh, my God. I didn't even expect to see it. Like, after rewatching it for, like, the second, third, 37th time I've rewatched it, like, I slowly, like, learned a little bit more about how crazy she went.
Did you read the comics they put out in terms of like what happened to Azula?
I read one about Zuko finding his mom.
Yeah,
which was really good.
That's the one I did too, and that was really solid. But yeah, I do have a bone to pick with you. So you said Avatar is the greatest show of all time.
Yes.
So you're telling me it's better than Naruto?
I thought you were gonna say like The Office or like Breaking Bad. You just throw Naruto at me. Alright, first off, Pokemon's probably better than Naruto. Like, Naruto's not...
Whoa, Brian, chill. You're gonna get canceled. Jesus.
If the reason I get canceled is because I said Naruto isn't good, cancel me.
To be fair, though, the first couple of seasons of Naruto suck ass. Where Avatar's like iCarly, where Avatar's been good since season 1, all throughout.
That's the mark of a good show. Like, what shows did I throw in there?
I'll give you that.
Danny Phantom never had a bad season. SpongeBob probably did, but it doesn't really matter because it's a sitcom.
And it's classic.
Like a cartoon sitcom, yeah. And Jimmy Neutron was always good. Every
Jimmy
show
Neutron
I put on there has been good since the beginning.
That's true. I can't say the same for me because I did put SpongeBob on there, but fuck it, dude. SpongeBob's a classic. Yeah, I do love Avatar, but I'm going to have to put iCarly above it just because, I don't know, man. I just like iCarly. Also, I guess we'll hop on to honorable mentions now. You go first, Brian. List me out some of your honorable mentions.
Alright, I wrote down 3 of them.
Me too.
So Victorious made it, obviously, because it's fantastic. Drake and Josh. We haven't talked about that yet. I can't believe that didn't make yours. I thought that was going to be on yours.
It was honestly about to, but then I honestly think iCarly's better than Drake and Josh.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. I was between, for 5, it was Jimmy Neutron or Drake and Josh, and, Jimmy Neutron's too good to... Actually, Drake and Josh, those movies are really good, too. Drake and Josh Go Hollywood.
Those
Merry Christmas, solid. Drake and Josh.
Did I tell you...
It might be 5.
When I was in elementary school, I auditioned for the school chorus, and I tried to sing a song from that movie Drake and Josh Go Hollywood, like the last song Drake sings, and I completely fucking blew it and didn't make chorus.
Oh, the one about the girl next door?
Yeah, I completely fucked that up. I really thought I could sing.
That's a good song.
Do you think Drake and Josh is better than Victorious?
I'd say they're pretty even.
Me too.
I can't really distinguish them right now. Maybe. Yeah, Drake and Josh I'd probably say is better than Victorious.
Really? I think I hold Victorious to a higher standard just because I feel like Victorious is another one of those shows where it was good all throughout. Like, I never had a bad episode of Victorious, but people can argue they never had a bad episode of Drake and Josh, so. And what was your other?
3 or 4 seasons. Yeah. The other one was the Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, true. You gotta include that one in.
Every Fairly Odd Parents movie is just amazing.
The Jimmy Timmy Power Hour. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Solid.
They were both going hard after Cindy. Every movie that Jimmy Neutron made, it was just Jimmy going for Cindy, and then the episode started, and I was just oh, who's Cindy? Just the weirdest.
I
liked it.
For my honorable mentions, honestly, most of them are the exact same shows you just listed, but I will put some others since we don't want to have too much repetition up in this bitch. I definitely want to put Jimmy Neutron's one of mine, Fairly Odd Parents, Drake and Josh, but your bitch ass already said all those. Hey Arnold, another fucking classic. Rocket Power.
Oh, true.
I don't know if you ever watched Rocket Power.
Throwback.
Yeah, Rocket Power was the shit. Oh my god, I love Rocket Power.
I was my older brother would watch that when it was still coming out. He's 27 now, I think.
And Cat and Dog. I don't know if you ever watched that show, but I loved that show when I was growing up. The cat dog.
Yeah.
Oh, was it cat dog or cat and dog?
Cat dog.
Oh shit, I'm going. Everyone's gonna call me fake as fuck.
Come on, man. Yeah, that was out back when Rocket Power and Hey Arnold were out too.
Yeah.
Maybe before, honestly.
Those are some
That was a
good
good
fucking shows. Damn, Nickelodeon had some good shit. What's really good with them right now? Why are they being trash?
I don't know, man. They haven't had anything good come out in so long. It might be because like Dan Schneider isn't really too big of a part in anything.
Yeah.
I think there was a decent one with like superheroes, like a family of superheroes. I heard that one wasn't bad. What is it? Like
I think I know what you're talking about. Henry Power or something like that.
No, that's like another superhero one. They went hard into superheroes, actually.
Oh, of course they.
The Thundermints.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen a couple episodes of that. It's not bad.
don't know if this was Nickelodeon. Actually, I think it was. But another honorable mention. Sorry, I know we said 3. I'm really fucking this up. But My Life as a Teenage Robot. Another classic.
Oh, yeah.
Solid show.
Was American Dragon Jake Long Nickelodeon, too?
No, that's Disney.
Oh, alright, sorry. I'm not giving Disney any credit for anything right now.
But yeah, we're
This
not.
is a Nickelodeon episode.
We're not gonna mention fucking the Avatar movie, cause fuck that. But
Never even heard of it.
I did hear Netflix is working on some shit for Avatar, so
God, I'm so hyped.
Me
You know
too.
what I heard is that there might be an episode like going into Iroh's backstory.
Oh
Like,
really?
What happened between him being a general and him being like White Lotus Iroh. And I cannot wait if it actually does happen.
A part of me wants this Netflix remake or reboot, whatever the fuck it's gonna be. I want it to be animated, but I feel like it's gonna be live action. I don't really know much about it.
It's live action.
Oh, it is live action?
Yeah.
Fuck. Alright, well.
They announced that like as soon as they announced it was happening. Is this going to be a live action one?
Well, hopefully they don't fuck it up.
I really hope not. I can't handle 2 of those.
Yeah.
Like, the movie that shall not be named for one, and then I can't handle another one.
I agree. Alright. I want to thank you
That's
all.
Nickelodeon.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm trying to outro.
This is an outro. Why do you always whisper them?
Jesus Christ. Every time I'm about to say something.
I'm just sharing my opinion.
I want to
That's
thank
what this
you all.
episode's
Shut
all
the fuck
about.
up. Shut the fuck up. I want to thank you all for listening to the Avyx Podcast. It truly means the world. Don't forget to eat ass with a spoon. And don't watch the Avatar movie, just the show. Bless up.
Yes, it's very important.
Goodbye.
Poison but tasty, and people say